monster. You say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You're waiting, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
Glendale, it's time to get loud. Say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
The first competition of the event will be JCB Racing Round 1. All 12 of our Monster Jam drivers have been seated in a bracket based off their first pass time at our last event. We have the 4 fastest drivers receiving an automatic bye into round number 2, which leaves 8 Monster Jam drivers to face off head-to-head. Glendale, Arizona, are you ready for round 1 of JCB Racing?
Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. His opponent, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. This is the first matchup of the season between these two drivers, so let's find out who moves on. Those lights are yellow. Let's go green! Waiting to get official word to see who won that competition, and they have spoken. Your winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. He'll be moving on to the round 2 JCB Racing, where he'll face off against Todd LeDuc, the Megalodon. Finish Link's timing system, a 22.360 for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, enough to take out Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, with a time of 22.776. Gravedigger moving on. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Facing off against Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. The second meeting of the season between those two competitors. Mike had the first competition victory, 1-0 on the season against Sparkle Smash, and right now he's not moving. See Caleb Blood getting set, and there he is. He's firing up. I was scared there for a second. Caleb Blood has 4 wins on the season. Mike looking for his 4th. Here we go. Once again, waiting to get official word from our tech. Seeing if they got their 4 tires on the racing ramp. So if all 4 tires must be set when they hit the ramp. If not, the 5-second penalty will be assessed. Officials are checking to see if that is the case. Waiting on pins and needles to see who gets the victory. An official word coming through. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur moving on. 21.735 takes out Sparkle Smash. Eliminated in round 1. Mike Pagliarulo gets his 4th racing victory of the season. And he's moving on to round 2 to face off against Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Zach Garner, wild side. His opponent and his father, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Second matchup of the season between these 2 drivers, father and son. Zach Garner, wild side, took that victory. Who's moving on this time? Let's go! Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco taking a donut spin at the end. He still has to cross to get the win. And he does. Your winner moving on, El Toro Loco. That was probably the strangest racing run I have seen. I'm not sure if El Toro Loco was celebrating or if he just happened to spin out there at the end on a donut run. Right at the beginning, it looked like Zach, his tires went right. Not sure if he got stuck there. We'll keep you updated with any issue on that. But in one of the weirdest runs, El Toro Loco moves on to round 2 of JCB Racing. El Toro Loco is set. Your next competition, Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. His opponent, Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. Second matchup of the season. Nick Pagliarulo has the victory on that matchup. So can he get another victory over Cole? They're set. Here we go. Once again, going to that Finish Links timing system. Both seemed like they were pretty close, crossing the finish line around the same time. So our technicians looking at that. Our tech officials is what I'm trying to say. And there you go. Kraken moving on, 22.331. Getting the official word from our tech officials. Nick Pagliarulo gets Cole Vennard again, his second victory over him on the season, and he's moving on to round 2 of JCB Racing. So let's go ahead and take a look at this JCB Racing competition bracket. You have Kraken, who just took out Black Pearl. He'll be facing off against Tristan England, JCB Digatron. After that, Gravedigger will be facing off against Megalodon. Excalibur moving on, getting his 4th win of the season over Caleb Blood. He's facing off against a 20-2 Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. And then finally, El Toro Loco facing off against Monster Mutt. And there it is, your round 2 matchups in JCB Racing.
We have made it to the second round of JCB Racing. We have the 4 fastest drivers from round 1 facing off against those 4 drivers that received the automatic bye into round 2. Let's see who is going to win these 4 epic matchups. Glendale, are you ready for round 2 of JCB Racing?
Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Facing off against the man from Peoria, Arizona, his hometown, Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. This is their third matchup of the season, tied at 1-1. So who gets the edge this time, Adam or Todd? Let's go! Going to the finish link's timing system. These drivers are not making it easy. Another close competition. Take a look at the super glued to the action replay. And tell me who you think won this thing. Gravedigger or Megalodon? And Adam Anderson, Gravedigger moving on to the semifinals. Just taking out Todd LeDuc and Megalodon, a close competition. But Gravedigger gets the victory, and he's the first driver set in the semifinals. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Facing off against Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. Second matchup between these two drivers. Ryan Anderson had the victory. He's also 20-2 on the season. So let's find out if he moves on once again, or can Mike hold on? Let's go! Get an official word. Going to the finish link's timing system. Mike Pagliarulo, Ryan Anderson battling it out, but your winner, Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. He moves to 21-2 on the season. That is a 91% winning percentage. This man has been almost unstoppable in this competition. Mike Pagliarulo falls. Ryan Anderson is set. We have two Andersons in the semifinals so far. Bryce Kinney, Monster Mutt. His opponent, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. This is the first matchup of the season between these two. Who's moving on to the semifinals? Gonna go ahead and restage them. Gonna make sure that we have ourselves an even race, even start, so they do restage. Bryce Kinney, Monster Mutt, had his first racing competition victory last week in Tampa Bay. Just a consistent driver in this competition. El Toro Loco, seeing if he's having issues or if they're... I see smoke coming from El Toro Loco. Already some drama early on. He was having issues, and yeah, out comes our JCB Dirt Squad. I'm going to check to see if we have any update on what's going on there with El Toro Loco. But yeah, I thought they were just restaging, and I turned around and looked towards the tire. It looked like there was some smoke and maybe a little bit of flame coming out of there. Safety our number one priority out here. JCB Dirt Squad checking in on him. So if he's unable to compete, I believe Zach Garner, Wildside, will move on to his spot. But from what I understand, Wildside is having issues in the back as well. I think he might be having a transmission swap. So, Lindsay, do we have any update on what's going on out there? Because I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got Wildside out here. And of course, you know, I was able to grab a video. This is actually the third transmission swap. And we can pull up that video as soon as we get the chance here. And you guys can see exactly what happened. And, you know, I haven't been able to talk to Logan yet, Ray, because what's going on is the fact that this is the third time that this transmission has lost its gears. Of course, yesterday in practice, we mentioned it during trackside. You can take a look at the video right now. This was after practice yesterday. They had to change out this 2-speed Power Glide transmission, and it's a lot of steps for our UNOH technicians and our crew chiefs, but it's a relatively quick process. It takes them about 25 minutes. And you know, Ray, when you think about when you take your own vehicle to an auto parts store to be able to get a transmission change, that's going to be, one, a lot of money, and two, a lot of time in the shop. But here, of course, Logan Vessels as well as Zach Garner there on the other side of this Monster Jam chassis, they worked together to make sure that that Wildside truck was back. You saw it for competition, but I did see they already have pulled out that other transmission. So I'll keep you guys updated. You know, that definitely is something that ended up with a head shake, and we'll see what we can do here. I'll keep you guys updated as the thing unfolds.
Fantastic job, Lindsay. And as I said, you look here at this JCB Racing competition bracket, we're about to see something extremely surprising. So El Toro Loco took out Wildside. Wildside was unable to compete because they have a transmission swap. So the fastest time who was eliminated was Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. So Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash, is now battling for a chance to make it to the semifinals. You got to love this sport, man. This is what's fun. Lindsay's been doing this 4 years. I've been doing this 3 years, and I have yet to see this at Glendale. Give it up. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, facing off against Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. Excited to see this matchup. If they're going to get staged, going to get this thing going. Who will be moving on? Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, or Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash? We're going to find out. So they go ahead and get set. Glendale, let's do this thing! Going to our timing system. Kayla Blood came out to try to move on to the semifinals for the first time. And your winner, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt's moving on. So after a little bit of drama right there to figure out who he's competing against, Kayla Blood unable to get the competition victory. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt moves on to the semifinals to face off against Ryan Anderson. And we still have one more matchup left in the semifinals. All right, in round two, excuse me. This has been a fun one. Let's go. Tristan England, JCB Digatron. His opponent, Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. Second matchup of the season between these two drivers, Tristan England, JCB Digatron, had that victory. Tristan also has a racing competition this season as well. That is 4 different drivers: Cole Bernard, Tristan, Ryan Anderson, and Bryce Kenny. Let's go! Oh, they faked me out. They're going to go ahead and race stage once again. As I said, you've had so many different competition winners so far this season. They're going to go ahead, get set at the line. Here we go. All right, so on this competition here, they are restaging the competition. They were saying that JCB Digatron was unset, so they're going to reset this race. That's from what I understand. Of course, if that is that does change, I will, of course, let you know, keep you updated. But we're bringing out Kraken, so we're getting another look at this thing. Kraken taking on Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Once again. So during the competition run, I thought that he might have had some issues there. You see Tristan England saying, make some noise. And now we have Nick Pagliarulo Kraken there, who's talking to a UNOH technician out there on the track. So, of course, in a line of communication, just trying to be clear with everything happening right now. Not sure what's happening, if that is he's unable to refire, or if he's asking what's happening, because I think Nick might have thought he had the victory, but he's saying that he was set. Those lights did go green, so you might have some discrepancy right now. As I said, live events, you never know what you're going to get. That's what happens here in the world of Monster Jam. Some more people coming out. Let's take a look at this bracket recap and see how this is played out, just to keep everything clear. So, Gravedigger was able to take out Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. After that, you had Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, take out Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, who got his fourth competition win so far this season, taking on Ryan Anderson and made it close. Ryan's moving on. After that, Monster Mutt was able to take out Sparkle Smash after Zach Garner Wildside was unable to fill in for El Toro Loco. And then we have ourselves another run. Nick Pagliarulo Kraken. You just saw him go head to head, but they were not set, so it looks like we are going to get this thing going once again. All right, so looks like we're going to go ahead and get this thing going one more time. We have a shot of the staging light. You can keep your eye on those. Once they're both set, it will go 2 amber lights. And you see, just one side. There is one side set with 2 yellow lights. The other side does not have the lights on. I think that's where the issue's coming in. So they may have to do this by hand, a hand start, which is where they will have the flags waved manually to signal when to go. Tristan England just perplexed as well. Monster Jam travels all over the world, so of course, they bring in this dirt. There it is. We got one light set. It looks like they might have it fixed right here. He gets set at the line. Let's see if we're doing this, Glendale. They are set. Here we go. And your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He takes out Nick Pagliarulo, and he'll be moving on to the semifinals. Tristan England will be facing off against Gravedigger. And after that, you have Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, taking on Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, to find out who claims the first 12 points of the evening.
We have made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. You have your 4 fastest drivers facing off head-to-head, looking to get into the final round and secure the first 12 points of the event. Glendale, Arizona, are you ready for the semifinal round of JCB Racing?
Getting this thing going, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt facing off against Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. They met last week in Tampa, where Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, was able to take out Ryan Anderson for the competition win. Can Ryan get it back on top this time? Getting set at the line. They are yellow. Let's go green! Going to the finish link's timing system. Another close competition between these 2 drivers. Monster Mutt, Son of a Digger, Ryan Anderson, Bryce Kennedy been battling it out once again, just like we saw last weekend. But this time, Ryan Anderson gets the victory, and he's moving on to the finals. His 6th finals appearance of the season. He'll be moving on. But for now, let's go ahead and see who he's going to be facing off against, as we still have one more matchup in the semifinals. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, facing off against Tristan England, JCB Digatron. They move to the line. They are set. Let's go racing! And your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He'll be moving on to the finals to face off against Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. And you see here on the Super Glued to the action replay, it's a little bit too much traction after this bounce. I thought Adam might have been able to save it, but goes right into an obstacle and just takes a spill. So did not get the victory, but did make a splash. Tristan England will be moving on to the finals with a time of 21.571 to face off against Ryan Anderson.
Alrighty, Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands with Six, who is 5 years old. I know, it threw me for a loop there. Now, I understand, Six, this is your birthday? You're celebrating your birthday? He's speechless. He's speechless right now. Okay, Six, so this is your first time ever at Monster Jam. We're going to make sure that this is a very special moment. We're going to play a trivia game. All you have to do is answer A, B, C, or D. Now, you're going to see in just a second Adam Anderson, who you just saw on the track. He's going to be asking you a trivia question, and then you're going to answer. You think you can do that? Yeah. Here we go. Glendale, let's look at the big video board, and let's see if Six can answer this.
Are you ready for some Monster Jam trivia? What type of fuel do Monster Jam trucks use? Is it A, electricity, B, normal gasoline, C, race fuel, or D, chocolate milk?
Ooh, chocolate milk seems like a tempting choice there, Six. What do you think the answer is? A, B, C, or D? You went with C. Let's see if he's right.
Did you guess C? You got it.
Six is a winner, and I see you are a Gravedigger fan. My friend, you have won yourself a Gravedigger plush. Glendale, give it up for Six. Right now. Glendale, we have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. We have the two fastest drivers of the competition facing off head-to-head, taking home the first 12 points of the event. Who will it be? Glendale, are you ready to meet your final competitors of JCB Racing?
The 2023 World Finals Racing Champion in his 5th finals appearance of the season with 1 racing victory, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He's facing off a man in his 6th finals appearance with 5 racing victories on the season at 22-2 from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. 6th matchup between these two. Ryan has 4 of those victories. Tristan 1. Let's go! And your winner, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, gets his 6th racing victory of the season. 23-2 on the season. A 92% winning percentage. And he's able to do it once again. Moves to 5-1 on the season against Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Glendale, he gets another victory. Ryan, you see just a fantastic shot there from our crew, getting that as he moves to the back. Another win for Ryan Anderson. This has just been a spectacular competition for him, a masterclass in racing. As I said, folks, 23-2 on the season. His 6th finals appearance with 6 victories. He claims the first 12 points. And we're going to go ahead and get Ryan here on the mic to talk to all you fans here in Glendale, but that is a strong start for him. And, of course, Tristan England, a strong start for him as well. 11 points in this competition, currently in 2nd. So once we have him set back there in the pits, we're going to get him on camera. He's going to talk to all you folks here at Glendale.
Congratulations to Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, coming on back here in the pits. Got to make sure, of course, your crew chief already taking a look at Monster Jam truck. And we talked earlier, you probably couldn't even hear us, but of course, with that bye run, you had one less race to run out here. It could have been kind of a challenge, but here you are in the winner's circle. How'd you do it?
Man, that guy right there that's underneath that truck, he's in my ear, making sure to let me know. The track was really overwatered, so it was really slick. It was hard to get around in potholes. It was wild out there, man, but the more wild, the more I like it. I got running really hot, so I had to dive back into the pits, get this thing back together. We got 2 more competitions to go, and I can promise you I'm ready.
And of course, up next is our 2-wheel skills challenge. And this dirt is unlike anything that we have seen yet this season. Can you talk about what that means for you guys and the other 11 competitors?
Well, it's really slick, so I'm not going to lie. It's going to be really, really hard to get any of these really complicated tricks, but I can promise you one thing. I'm not giving up, man. I'm going to go for it. And all this is for me, I love all the challenges. I love the competitions, but I came from North Carolina to do one thing and one thing only. And that's Monster Jam Freestyle. And every one of these competitions gets me warmed up. So next is the second round of warm up for me. So you better not leave early, because I can promise you, Freestyle tonight is going to be off the hook.
Give it up one more time for your JCB Racing winner, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger.
Well, and one of the craziest starts for JCB Racing. I mean, we got to take a look at where they're standing here on this BKT overall event leaderboard. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, with the first 12 points. Tristan England, JCB Digatron with 11 points. And then Monster Mutt there, Bryce Kenny in 3rd with 10 points. Now, it works their way going all the way down. So you have Gravedigger at 4, Megalodon at 5, Excalibur at 6 with 7 points. Taking a look at the second half of the bracket. Sparkle Smash is at 7, Kraken 8. Black Pearl at 9, Jester at 10, El Toro Loco 11, Wildside with 1 point, 12. I believe he had that did not finish. But coming up next, we do have the skills competition. Now, drivers have 2 skills or 1 donut attempt to pull off their best maneuver on the track. You will be scoring once again at judgeszone.com. But to break down what you're going to be seeing, we'll go ahead and take a look at the video board for our Skills 101.
Bicycle is when you take a 12,000-pound monster jam truck and you balance it on the side of your tires. A donut is a full throttle. Lay down the hammer. Don't let off.
The sky wheel is hit the back of the step up as hard as you can, get it completely vertical, and slam it on the back of the truck.
A nose wheelie is when you get the back of the truck up in the air to balance that 12,000-pound monster jam truck on its legs.
Monster Jam fans, I am here in the stands with David. I'm David. David, how old are you?
11.
Me too, buddy. Me too. I am 11. We got a lot in common here, dude. Now, we're going to play a game that's called the Monster Jam Mini Jam Animated Race. In just a second, you're going to see 3 Monster Jam trucks, and all you got to do is tell me who you think is going to win. Right there, we have El Toro Loco, we have Grave Digger, and we have Megalodon. First, let me check in with the Glendale crowd. Glendale, who do you think is going to take this race? Is it going to be Grave Digger? Okay. Do you think it's going to be El Toro Loco? What about the local superstar, Megalodon? Now, understand. Now, David, this is your race to win. So who do you think is going to win this race?
Gravedigger.
You're a Grave Digger fan too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's count them down and see if you're right. Here we go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Go green. And they're off. David making their way around the track. Gravedigger off to a good start. We got Megalodon trying to catch up. El Toro is in there, but Gravedigger does make a push. What's going to happen on the last turn? Gravedigger is the winner. Congratulations, David. You have won yourself a Monster Jam Mini Jam playset, El Toro Loco edition, brought to you by Spin Master. There it is, bud. That's for you. What do you think about that?
Awesome.
Awesome is the right word. You can also secure your own Spin Master toy anywhere where toys are sold. Spin Master, David, way to go. Glendale, give it up.
That's right. Coming up next, we have the skills competition. Now, one thing to remember, we do have our expert judge who will be scoring these drivers based on their runs. The official score will be the average between the expert score and your scores. That is the fans. So, David, how did the fans score here?
That's right, Ray. Like I mentioned earlier during trackside, we are going to use judgeszone.com. You can use your smartphone, head over to judgeszone.com, or you can scan the QR code that you'll see on the big video board there. And once you do, you need to input 3 letters. That is a city code. That is GLE. Once you have done that, you will hit submit. And then you'll see that BKT tire, which you slide up or down to whatever desired score you wish to give our superstars. Now, I want to remind everybody here in State Farm Stadium that we're counting on you to judge fairly and accurately, for you will decide who takes home that BKT trophy at the end of the night. So, Glendale, Arizona, are you ready to kick off the Skills Challenge?
It's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. On this first attempt here, looks like he was lining it up to try a bicycle attempt. Yes, and on that first attempt, he does go for a bicycle, trying to get onto the side of those BKT tires, unable to get the run that he wanted. So let's see if he goes back to it or if he switches to another technical move. I think he's going to switch it up. Look out for a popper here. Still holding this move steady.
Give it up for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. JudgesZone.com is now open for you, Glendale. 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
Yeah, that one's Mike Pagliarulo, but I understand they do look pretty similar right there. But what a move by Mike Pagliarulo. So on the first attempt, he did go for a bicycle, as I said, trying to get onto the side of those BKT tires. Second attempt, he does a little handstand. We call that a popper, just holding those front two tires steady. He was attempting to moonwalk onto the pod, just turns just a bit. I was very impressed how he was able to get the traction and those tires underneath him. Thought he might have slipped out and not pull off that attempt. I thought he might have spilled over right there. Was able to just turn it a little bit and hold that thing steady. Great move. The expert scored 8.350. Fans score 7.376. So the average score, expert score 7.863. There you go. 7.863 for you. The official score for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. He's a driver to beat moving forward in this competition. Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. Reverse popper on the first attempt. Still holding it. Nice. Still one attempt remaining for Cole Vennard, Black Pearl.
There goes Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. JudgesZone.com is now open. You have 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
Cole Vennard, Black Pearl, you see on the super glued to the action replay. This goes across on that first attempt. Second attempt goes into the bicycle. Same maneuver that Mike Pagliarulo was going for. This time Cole pulls it off. It even just shows you his driving ability there, able to guide it right in between those obstacles. So solid attempt. Is it enough to take out a score of 7.863 from Excalibur? That is the score to beat. Once again, JudgesZone.com is the place to lock in your score. And there it is, a 7.224. So unable to get in front of Mike Pagliarulo. Expert score just a bit higher, but it seems like you guys are both on the same page. A 7.048 from the fans, 7.4 from the expert. 7.224 is your average. Coming up next, he's got his friends in the house. He's got his family in the house. He just needs you, Monster Jam fans. He's from Arizona, Peoria, Arizona. Megalodon. That is one attempt. Todd has been exceptional this season in his bicycle maneuvers. Unfortunately, on that attempt, unable to get into the bicycle that he wanted. Now, what we've been seeing, he's been going for that attempt twice. Looks like he's going to be trying it again from the other side, if I had to guess. Yes, he is. Here he goes.
Put your fins together for Toro Loco, Megalodon. Judgeszone.com is now open. GLE is that code.
Todd Leduc Megalodon just struggles there with 2 bicycle attempts. No, he is frustrated with that one. As I said, he's been pulling off those maneuvers throughout the entire season. One of the most technical drivers, and this is where he shines. Unable to get it in. Same thing that we saw with Mike Pagliarulo. His first bicycle attempt also was unable to pull off. And there you have it, 3.883. So Todd Leduc Megalodon not having the fast start that he wanted. Of course, we'll still see him in Monster Jam Freestyle. He's currently in 3rd. Excalibur is at the top spot, but up next, well, it's his father, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Slap wheelie on the first attempt from Jester. Still 1 attempt remaining.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Judgeszone.com is now open. You have 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Matt Pagliarulo, 10th year of competition, goes for 2 slap wheelies on that second attempt. You see there on the super glue to the action replay. He's able to get a little bit more bounce there. Thought he might have tried to keep it going, but unable to keep on those back 2 BKT tires. Get those scores in, Judgeszone.com, and 5.021. He's currently in 3rd place. Todd Leduc Megalodon bounces down to 4th. So far, Excalibur, been the driver to beat, being able to hold that score. He is your top driver with a 7.863. Well, from one second generation driver to another, Zach Garner, Wild Side. Lining up for a movie haven't seen yet tonight. Could be a Tombstone. Let's find out. Tombstone pulls it off. His back BKT tires are moving back and forth. Still moonwalking this thing. £12,000 just holding steady and finally brings it down. That's just one attempt. Zach has one attempt remaining. So pulls off the tombstone on the first attempt. I think we're going to see a bicycle right here. He lines it up.
Monster Jam fans, put your hands together for Zach Gardner, Wild Side. Judgeszone.com is open. 20 seconds.
Tombstone on that attempt right there. Great maneuver. The back two BKT tires just swaying back and forth. Second attempt has kind of been the tale of the event today. So far with these bicycles, no one's really been able to get a good runoff on their bicycles except Cole Bernard. So was that tombstone enough to get to the top of the leaderboard, giving the crowd something a bit different? Let's find out. The score to beat, 7.863 from Excalibur. And the score for Wildside is... It was enough, 8.152. Your new leader, Wildside. But coming up next, I think we have a very special message from this driver. Take a look at the video board.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? I'm Caleb Blood, and it's my time to smash the skills competition.
Quick first attempt for Caleb Blood. Sparkle smash, forward momentum popper. Still one attempt remaining.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Kayla Blood. Sparkle Smash. Judgeszone.com is open. You have 20 seconds to let Kayla know what you think.
Caleb Blood with two solid attempts. Those forward momentum poppers, one on the pod, the other one coming off of the racing ramp. Seen her utilize that throughout the season. Did get some good traction there. Score to beat, 8.152. And the score for Sparkle Smash is 6.504. So there you go. Expert scoring just a little bit lower, about 1 point lower than the fan scoring. Good enough for fourth place for Caleb Blood. Zach Gardner, Wildside, remains the driver to beat. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Did not get the traction that he wanted on that attempt. Still one more remaining. Looks like he's lining up for Tombstone as well. We saw Zach Gardner, Wildside, pull it off. As I said, an extremely difficult maneuver. Can Bryce Kenny do it? Tails wagging. And he gets it.
that dog out. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. JudgesZone.com is now open. Glendale, let them know what you think.
Tombstone attempt there from Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, a beautiful maneuver. This is where it gets interesting. I'm not sure what's going to happen here because that first attempt he was unable to pull it off. Zach Gardner Wildside, who also did a tombstone, was unable to pull off his second attempt. So what's going to happen? Does Zach hold the lead? An 8.152 is the score to beat. Or does Monster Mutt take a bite out of the competition? Let's find out. The score for Monster Mutt is, he takes it 8.269. Able to pull off that tombstone and take the lead. Wildside bumps down to second place in this competition. Mike Pagliarillo currently in third, so Bryce Kenny is now the driver to beat. So far, two drivers have pulled off the tombstone, have been able to take the lead. We'll find out how that continues in the skills competition. You saw him in the JCB Racing Finals. Can he get to the top of the leaderboard this time? Tristan England, JCB Digatron. So Tristan just testing out this track. You saw him there rev up his engine and slam the brakes. So just testing out the traction. Here he goes for his attempt. And he gets it. You see him there in the cab. His hands, he's saying make some noise. He doesn't even have his hands on the steering wheel. Moonwalking it. Combination move. This BKT Tires dancing. He's saying take a picture, throw it on the social media. Hashtag Monster Jam. Bringing it down. Glendale, that's just one attempt. The combination maneuver. You guys want to see one more? Once again on the front two, BKT Tires in a tough position. He's still throwing it.
Put your hands together, Glendale, for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. You have 20 seconds to lock those scores into JudgesZone.com. Unbelievable, Ray.
I'm just giving Tristan his moment, man. How much fun is that? David, he did not have his hands on the, I don't know if you saw it on the replay. I'm befuddled. I'm flabbergasted. Any way you want to say it, that was amazing. He threw it into this combination you see on the screen. No hands required. I don't even know how you do that. Just tires dancing. You know what? The score to beat. What is the score to beat? I don't know. 8.269. And the score for Tristan England, JCB Digatron is. Give it to him, man. 9.372. Your new leader No hands required. Tristan England, JCB Digatron. But if anybody can bring the heat in a competition, it is the crazy bull, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Seeing if he's having issues once again. So we saw in the JCB racing competition, he was unable to compete. That plume of smoke came from his truck. I thought he might have just been doing this for some dramatic effect. Is he able to compete, come out as the JCB Dirt Squad? Oh man, so in Monster Jam, they call it gremlins. Whenever you have issues with your Monster Jam truck that continues, they say, well, the gremlins are getting you. And right now, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco, is just battling the gremlins in El Toro Loco. I don't think he's going to be able to compete. They're coming out. They are hooking him. And I'm getting official word. He is done. So let's go ahead and take a look at the skills competition leaderboard. Tristan England, JCB Digatron, after a fantastic maneuver, takes a lead, a 9.372. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mud at 8.269, is currently in second. Zach Garner, Wildside, in third with the 8.152. So you have Bryce and Zach, who scored in the 8s. After that, Tristan England, JCB Digatron, is the only one to score in the 9s. With the 9.372, he's been holding on to that lead. So, El Toro Loco unable to compete. Of course, we'll keep you updated with what's happening. Jamie Garner battling that Monster Jam truck, battling the gremlins, but I know he wants to get out here for a fantastic Monster Jam freestyle. But coming up next, you saw him get the first competition victory in JCB Racing. Can he go back to back? Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Bouncing it. Can he get the combination? No, he cannot. Just kick those back legs. I thought he might have thrown it into a moonwalk. Still one attempt remaining for Ryan Anderson. Thought we may have seen a maximum moonwalk attempt or a tombstone. But from this position, looks like he may be lining up for a bicycle. Let's find out. He goes for the bicycle. Sidewall!
Make some noise for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. JudgesZone.com is now open as you see Ryan out the window.
Ryan Anderson. Fantastic moves from Ryan. You see that he's fired up. He's telling you to score. JudgesZone.com. Just these guys have been battling it out, man. Ryan been moving up the leaderboard, currently second in the overall point standings. Tristan England, JCB Digatron is your series leader currently, but just a fantastic sidewall. Places it down. Ryan still looking for his first skills competition victory of the season. Does he do it right now? He needs to take out Tristan. That score to beat is a 9.372. And the score for son of a digger is... Oh, he's sick. He did not expect that. He thought he had it. A 9.240 for Ryan Anderson. A great sidewall, riding off there, disbelief. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay one more time. I want to see this maneuver here. Super glue, glued to the action replay. So does the bicycle attempt, and just right here puts it completely on the side. A sidewall spin. Unable to get to the top of the leaderboard. But we have another driver looking to go ahead and get to the lead, and I think y'all know who it is when you see him hitting this track. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger! And I think he's going to try it again. We saw this last week at Tampa, the first one to pull off a maximum moonwalk from the side of the ramp. So he's trying it once again. Do we get a maximum moonwalk? And he does it, holding it. Was trying to throw it into that nose pick combination, but a great move nonetheless. Still one attempt remaining for Gravedigger. Bicycle, can he do it?
Put your hands together for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. JudgesZone.com is now open for your scoring. 20 seconds, Glendale. You know what to do.
Always innovating at Monster Jam. You see him with a maximum moonwalk from the side of the backflip ramp. On that second attempt, I think that was my fault. I think I might have jinxed him. He was going for the bicycle into a sidewall that we saw Orion just do. Just right here, was unable to get it fully to the side in the spin that he needed. The score to beat a 9.372, and the score for Gravedigger is not enough at 8.514, but this might be the first time we see this. The expert scoring is higher than the fan scoring at 8.9. So you see those technical moves come in. The expert scoring, like that one. Tristan England, JCB Digatron is holding on. Ryan Anderson coming up just a bit short, is currently in second. And Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, currently in third. We still have another driver remaining. Coming at you all the way from Florida, Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. Slap Willie on the first attempt. Still has one attempt remaining for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken.
The Kraken has been released. Give it up for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken.
Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken, a slap wheelie on the first attempt, just like we saw from his dad, Matt Pagliarulo. And then on the second attempt, he was going to the same area that Tristan England and JCB Digatron did that popper off of. And right there, he just lost traction, unable to get on those front two tires. So it shows you how difficult these maneuvers are for these drivers. When you have another driver that comes out and slips out from their maneuver, well, they're battling not only each other, they're not battling just the trucks, they're also battling these track conditions. That is a 4.764 for Kraken, which means that your winner in the skills competition is his 5th one of the season, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. That's right, Monster Jam fans. As I said, he has his 5th skills competition win of the season. Fell in the finals to Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, and JCB Racing, but takes it out this time. Gets to the top of the leaderboard. And he is... we just have ourselves a battle happening out there. So Tristan England, we're going to get him on the mic here shortly. Oh, and I see him out there. What's up, Tristan? Ran out to the track. How you doing? But I'm so used to seeing him with the cowboy hat on right there. This might be the first time you see him with just a regular hat. Tristan feeling good, feeling fine. Says, how are you? Let's go ahead and catch up with Tristan on the track.
Tristan, congratulations. Here you are again standing in the winner's circle for a two-wheel skills win. And this seems something that's just secondhand to you. You look so comfortable out here. Was this a high-risk and high-reward situation?
It really was. I mean, if you Monster Jam fans really pay attention to Monster Jam, look at their page. I had an amazing two-wheel last weekend in Tampa, and I wanted to give you that same pizzazz right here in Glendale, Arizona. Wasn't what we wanted. Wasn't what we turned out for. It's a little slick, but it's perfect for freestyle. Are you guys having a good time, Glendale?
And of course, we did run all the way in here from the pits. And of course, you gave the fans an extra show by popping up here on this pod. But we're about to go to halftime. But right after that, you guys get to hit the track for freestyle. That's something that fans come for from all over the entire world. What can you expect here? How can you feel these next 2 minutes?
To be honest with you guys, the past 2 weeks, I have not had my shock set the way that I want to, the way I want to come out here and wow you Monster Jam fans. I know my 5-year-old son, Crash, is at home with his mama watching right now, so I got to go crazy. I got to go big, because if I get on FaceTime tonight and he said, Daddy, what happened? I'm not going to be happy. So, Glendale, I need a favor. When JCB Digatron hits this floor, I need your hands to get as high as they can and start waving them like Lane Frost. And let's get wild tonight. It's Saturday. Woo!
I'm loving it, man. We have ourselves a close event so far. Ryan Anderson was able to take out Tristan England in the JCB Racing Finals. But after that, Tristan England, JCB Digatron get to the top of the leaderboard in the skills competition. And we still have one competition remaining, the pinnacle of the sport, Monster Jam Freestyle. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a little halftime break. So it is officially halftime. Feel free to go to the concession stands, maybe stop by the merch stands, pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master. But we'll be right back with some more Monster Jam. For now, take a look at the video board for some very special VIP messages.
Glendale, we have reached the pinnacle of the sport. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt starts spinning with some donuts. 60 seconds on the clock, and under that point, so much time to pull off some maneuvers here. Bryce landing on the pod, 40 seconds on the clock. He slows it down. I think we might see it. No, he says, let me get another pass at this thing. 30 seconds. Flipping it to the other side. And yes, he's going for it. Morgan to Morgan, backflip. Big air on that one. Moonwalk combination, 22 seconds. Let it rip. Yeah! 10 seconds on the clock, Bryce Kenny. Oh, give me a save! Give me a save!
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Bryce Kenny. Monster Mutt. JudgesZone.com is now open. 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Oh, man. If this is how we're starting this thing, Glendale, we're in for a treat. What are you doing, Bryce Kenny? You see there on the super glue, glued to the action replay, try to get a save over here, just a spin to a sidewall, and then out comes the smoke, out comes the flames, but you know what? He completed all the time in that run. I know he can hear ya. Make some noise for Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, before we lock in these scores, man. Out came the JCB Dirt Squad to get him on his feet. The score for Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, is... That's how you start a freestyle run, a 9.130. Big dogs gotta eat. Bryce Kenny, the man to beat.
Monster Jam fans, here in the stands is Levi. Levi, how old are you, bud?
9 years old.
9 years old. I take it you're an Arizona Cardinals fan? Mm-hmm. What's a night? You're a Monster Jam fan. Do you have a favorite Monster Jam truck?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger fan in the house. Now, Levi, this is going to be a game that the whole stadium is going to join in because we're going to play a classic helmet shuffle. You'll see some helmets hiding a BKT trophy. And all you got to do, Levi, is tell me, as you see there on the big video board, whether it's hiding under 1, 2, or 3. What do you think about that? You think you can do that?
Yeah.
I think you can, Levi. All righty, here we go. Let's drop those helmets. Round and round they go. Where will it stop, Levi? Oof. Okay, let's check in on the stadium. I mean, look around, Levi. What do you think, Glendale? Okay, I see some numbers, but what do you think, Levi?
1.
All right, let's see if you're right. It's not under 2. It's not under 3. Levi, you are a winner, and you have won yourself $50 to Bubba's 33, so you and your grandpa and your whole family here can enjoy a meal on us. Here you go, Levi. That's for you. Give it up, of course.
That's right. Pizza, burgers, beers, and cocktails. Bubba's 33 has a made scratch food for all. Head down to Bubba's 33 to satisfy all your cravings. Download the Bubba's 33 mobile app to join the wait list, and be sure to scan the QR code tonight for a free appetizer at Bubba's 33. I hear you guys making noise, Glendale. Bryce Kenny out there with his parade lap. Bryce, you're on camera, man. Looking like a rock star. That's how you kick this thing off. Just fired up. He's had some tough freestyle runs over the past few weeks. It started in Florida. Unable to complete his times out there and his freestyle runs, but he bounced back this week after the frustrations. And that's one of the things about Bryce Kenny. He just puts it all on the line. Consistency throughout. The last time you're going to see him here in Glendale. Bryce, what did we say? Big dogs gotta eat. Give it up for Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Coming up next, this man is celebrating the 10th year of his career. Started as a Monster Jam superfan, turned Monster Jam athlete. So Glendale, keep that energy going for Matt Pagliarulo. Jester. Matt looking for his first freestyle victory of the season, has strung together some great freestyle runs, scored a beat on the board of a 9.130. As I said, if that's how you start off a competition, I'm excited for this next 11 competitors. It's Jester. Gets under the 60-second mark in this run. Could see a slap wheelie right here. Matt Pagliarulo, nice bounce. Still riding that wheelie across. "30 seconds on the clock. See him lining up. Is he going for height or does he slow it down? 28 on the clock, and he stops. The clock is paused. 27 seconds, seeing if he can refire. Glendale, can he refire? Matt Pagliarulo, you see him there working on that truck on the inside. I don't see any lights, but out comes the JCB Dirt Squad. So the lights on his truck aren't on to indicate any breakage, but I see he might be messing with his gloves. Tech officials coming out to check in on him. Matt Pagliarulo at 27 seconds in his run, trying to take out a time of 9.130. JCB Dirt Squad working on it. Also, please give a big round of applause for all of our people behind the scenes, our UNOH technicians, our JCB Dirt Squad, our crew, everybody behind the scenes, our AVs. They're the ones that keep us safe, keep us going, keep us in communication with what's happening on the track. And they have confirmed that he is done. Scoring is open. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores for Matt Pagliarulo. Jester. Left about 27 seconds on the clock. Not sure where the breakage may have occurred, but of course, here at Monster Jam, as we say, number one priority is safety. So if they say he's unable to run, then he's unable to run. Looked like he might have been lining up for big air, possibly going for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. There's Matt on the camera right now. He can't hear you. Helmet is off. Give it up for Matt Pagliarulo. Jester. A score 5.792 for Matt Pagliarulo. He's currently second in the competition. Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt remains your leader.
All right, Glendale, the next driver has a very special place in my heart, and I know he's going to give it all he's got out there on the track. So I need all you awesome fans to make some noise for the one and only Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl.
Great job from Holly Bernard on that intro. Cole Bernard's wife watching. She said, "Can I get on the mic?" I said, "Absolutely." Cole Bernard about to hit this track. Here he goes. Huge air from Cole Bernard. Black Pearl, solid run so far. Seen big air. "60 seconds coming up. Cole, plenty of time." Beautiful slap wheelie under the 60-second mark. Get it down to 40 seconds. Doing donuts in the same place that Bryce Kenny did. Looks like he's going to line this up. Here he goes. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Just a bounce, a bounce, a bounce. Can he save this here? Can he save it?
Make some noise for Cole Bernard, Black Pearl. Glendale, you have 20 seconds to lock those scores into judgeszone.com.
Cole Bernard, Black Pearl coming off that Morgan to Morgan backflip. Just landed on, it looked like he landed on the front two tires there. Did not get the rotation that he thought. Added a little pizzazz, as Tristan England said earlier, but didn't have the rollover, was unable to recover. Here it is. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Did not get the rotation. Landed on the front two BKT tires and was unable to bring it down clean. Thought he might have a chance to save it on the sidewall. The score to beat, a 9.130. And the score for Black Pearl is 7.833. That's good enough for second in this competition. Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt remains your leader.
Back here in the pits, I'm joined by Logan Vessels, your crew chief of Wildside, but of course you have communications with Black Pearl as well as El Toro Loco. A lot of breakage for your team. You guys are working so hard all together to get each truck ready for competition. What's been going on out here for you guys?
So far today, we've done a transmission in Zach's truck. We've put a starter in Jamie's truck. We put a starter in Cole's truck. We put a front steer pump on Cole's truck. It's been a day for Team Overboard for sure.
And of course, we did show that initial transmission. Of course, this is the third transmission change. Do you know what's been happening? What is making that happen?
Well, a lot of it has to do with Zach's right foot. It stays pretty planted at all times. So he's not gentle on parts by any means. The one today, we're not totally sure what happened. We think it might have blown a fitting out of the pan or something like that. But he's got a new one. He's ready to go. The truck is at 100%, and he's going to throw down tonight.
Thank you so much, Logan. And of course, we've got Tomfoolery Motorsports doing what they do best, being fools. What's the camaraderie out here for you guys?
Oh, especially with those guys, man, it's awesome. They're some of our best friends, the Monster Jam guys, everybody. We all are just here to have fun and enjoy what we do and put on the best show possible. Those guys show up for the same reason we do, and that's to put 110% on the track. Having them here is one of the most fun experiences we've ever had.
Well, Monster Jam is all about fun. Thanks so much for your insight, Logan. Let's head back to the track. We've got more coming your way.
Coming up next, this man has dedicated his life to the sport. One of the top drivers, two-time World Finals champion, and he's right here from Arizona. Make some noise for Megalodon! 60 seconds on the clock. Seen a pretty timid run so far, but this is where he may turn it on. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Morgan to Morgan backflip. Big hang time. 50 seconds. Turn it on, Todd. Yes, he does. Great jump there. 40-second mark. Megalodon still intact. Todd. "20 seconds on the clock." Seeing him try to use every single obstacle in this run. Slowing it down once again. Is he going for another? He's launching it one more time. No, stop it!
We're gonna need a bigger boat, Glendale. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. 20 seconds, you know what to do, judgeszone.com.
Oh, Todd, what's up, man? Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. He says, let's go swimming right there. Oh, I love it. Glendale, he turned that on at the 60-second mark. I was saying, it's like he heard me. I was like, this is a pretty timid run right here. Then he hits the backflip and everything starts flying. But is it enough to take the lead? A 9.130 is the score to beat as he stands on top of Megalodon. He's watching the leaderboard with you. The score for Megalodon is... $9.098. Todd says, well, that's that. Fan scoring to 9.397. Extra scoring to 8.8. So 9.098 is enough for second, just coming up a bit short. Let's take a look at the super glued to the action replay during this run. So right here, it just had some massive air. Or excuse me, they're faking out on this one. That probably wasn't the jump there. But on that run, he stopped completely. I thought that he was, massive air. I believe that this might be the save right here. This is where he stops. And I thought he was done. This is why I got so excited, because look at this. This is a great save, and he keeps the run going, but not enough to get to the top. But we still have more drivers remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. Representing the ladies in the competition, Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. .60 seconds on the clock halfway through this run. Kayla capable of putting together some massive air in her freestyle run. She's let her rip as well. Finally getting it in there. Oh no, Kayla!
Everybody sparkle smash! Kayla Blood, sparkle smash. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. Let's lock those scores in.
Kayla Blood was also just getting that first minute and during the freestyle run. Something you want to keep an eye out for here in those runs. Just want to make sure that they get under the 60-second mark. If they do not complete 1 minute of their run, it is a 1-point penalty assessed to their time. Fortunately, once she turned it on, started getting the big air, just took a tumble. If a unicorn loses its horn, is it still a unicorn? I'm not sure, but she did lose the horn there. She did complete the first minute of her run. So let's see where it puts her, a 7.434. So still a solid score for Kayla Blood. Sparkle Smash, currently fourth in the competition. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, your first competitor, been able to hang on. But as she gets on all four BKT tires, she can hear you in there. Make some noise for Kayla Blood. Sparkle Smash.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands with Bella. And Bella, I heard through the grapevines that you just celebrated a birthday. How old are you?
11.
11 years old, and you're celebrating here at Monster Jam at this event. Now, I want to make sure that it's memorable, so we're going to play a game that's called Head-to-Head Showdown. In just a second, you're going to see one of our superstars try to beat you to see if they can list as many animals as possible. But first, I'm going to give you 15 seconds on the clock, and all you got to do, Bella, is list as many animals as you can. You feel confident?
Yeah.
All right, Bella, here we go. Let's get those 15 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Capybara, shark, bird, monkey, gorilla, tiger, cheetah, lion, elephant, octopus, dog.
I had no doubt when you started with capybara. This is incredible. You got a 10. Let's see if we can beat the superstar.
Chicken, pigs, hamsters. I already said chickens. Banana. Goats.
Bella, you beat Adam Anderson, which is not an easy thing to do, and you won yourself this Monster Jam Showdown video game for the Nintendo Switch. You can buy this anywhere where video games are sold. Glendale, give it up for Bella.
From Fortville, Indiana, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco taking his time to get into this freestyle run, but after the theatrics, I think that he's ready to go. And he is. Let's do it. 40 seconds on the clock. He's lining it up for the 8-pack. Adam Anderson has been the only driver to line up for an 8-pack backflip. Is that what Jamie's doing here, or is there technical issues with the truck? Do not tell me he just broke. And he is done once again. El Toro Loco. Breakage occurs. Monster Jam fans, I cannot believe what I just saw. Jamie Gardner, El Toro Loco, just the gremlins. He cannot escape them. A third competition today ends early after catching some massive air on his first jump. Give him a big round of applause, man. El Toro Loco, they've been working on that truck, battling those gremlins. It comes to get him once again. Score coming up on the board, 6.094. El Toro Loco just battling the issues. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt still remains your leader to beat, a 9.130. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, a 9.098. And Cole Vennard, Black Pearl, 7.833 are your top three competitors in the freestyle competition with more drivers remaining.
Glendale, are you having a good time tonight? Let me hear ya! Let's go! Listen, this next driver, it's my favorite squid. I hope it's your favorite squid. It's time to get squiddy with it and release the Kraken. Give it up for Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken!
.40 seconds during this run. Nick just taking his time getting through this thing. Some big hits, though, and he might line up right here for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And I think that's what we're about to see. So here he goes. He eyes it. He tries it. He buys it. 19 seconds on the clock. What you got, Nick? What you got? Oh! 10 seconds. Do a barrel roll.
The squid has made its appearance. Glendale, give it up for Nick Pagliarulo. Kraken. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
Nick Pagliarulo. Yeah, Nick's feeling that thing. Morgan & Morgan backflip. Destruction and mayhem. Nick, we got you on camera, buddy. There he is. Getting squiddy with it, man. Nick Pagliarulo always puts together such a fun freestyle run. Him and Mike, both of them, just rock stars out there on the track. Now, he did not finish his freestyle time, but he did have a big wow moment there. Can he get to the top? Score to beat 9.30. And the score for Kraken is still a solid score, 8.551. So he's currently third in this competition. But Bryce Kinney, Monster Mud, has been hanging on.
Back here, I'm joined by Bryce Kinney in Monster Mud. And Bryce, you're still hanging on to that score. That's something that's so difficult to do, especially coming out first. I saw your crew chief was so excited. Obviously, he was in your ear the entire time. What was going through your mind during that entire run?
We just wanted to get really good momentum and get out there and kind of feel out the track a little bit. You know, that's the biggest disadvantage to being the first truck out. You can't watch the trucks in front of you and figure out, okay, what jumps are getting really good air, what trucks are kind of throwing, or what jumps are kind of throwing trucks a certain way, maybe in a negative way. So you just have to go out there and roll the dice. I had so much fun here in Glendale. The jumps are great. The dirt is loose enough so you can really just kind of get a ton of momentum going around those corners. And look, I know these Monster Jam fans are loving these backflips. So every time we get to get one of these 12,000-pound machines upside down like that and land it successfully, it's a really good night.
Well, it was certainly a great run. Of course, back here, everybody was going crazy for you. And like I said, coming right out of the pack like that, an incredible run for sure. So I do hope that that ends up being something that continues that score. But of course, you are up against several different really difficult competitors. You know, Son of a Digger is up next. Do you think that you're going to still be able to hold that score?
Look, it's so much fun because all the power is in the hands of all of you Monster Jam fans, right? And so I just get to enjoy, I get to cheer on my buddies. What a job I get to have, right? I get to drive a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck for a living and then cheer on guys like Ryan Anderson and Adam Anderson still left to go and some of the best drivers in the sport. So this is a big family. We call it the Monster Jamily, right? Monster Jam family, the Monster Jamily. Now, Glendale, you're part of that Monster Jamily.
And did you ever think, you know, as a little kid that someday you would be here at Monster Jam, you'd be here in Glendale, Arizona, and be on Stadium Series West being able to represent Monster Jam and Monster Mud?
No, and that's the coolest thing about it, the fact that dreams do come true and you know, you get to go out there and roll the dice a little bit in life. And you get to try to pursue the things that you're passionate about. This platform I will never take for granted. The fact that I get to come out here and give glory to my Heavenly Father. I get to come out here and have a blast driving this Monster Jam machine. That Monster Mud truck has been so much fun. Guys, thank you, Glendale. You are the reason I get to love my life, but you get to love your life too. Go chase your dreams. They're waiting on you. Start right now. Let's go. And let the big dog eat.
Oh, yeah. So that man right there has been able to hang on to that lead, the 9.130. He's been able to hang on to that. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon came close, but the expert judges did give him a lower score, though the fan scoring was a bit higher. Not able to take up Bryce Kinney, Monster Mud. He was able to hang on, but we still have more freestyle coming your way.
Glendale, give it up for my husband, Ryan Anderson, and Son of a Digger.
Getting under the 60-second mark. Seen some big hits from Ryan. Slap Willie. Still taking it across the pod. 47 seconds remaining. As you get to that 30-second mark, you might see it here. The Morgan & Morgan backflip. Here it goes. Big air under the 30-second mark. He's flying. 17 seconds, getting down to the 10-second mark. Ryan has enough time to put together some more moves here.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Glendale, 20 seconds on the clock to lock those scores into judgeszone.com.
Ryan Anderson making it interesting, buddy. Had himself a great event so far. He's saying get those scores in, trying to take out Monster Mutt, who has held the lead. He went first. You see that Ryan is just hyped up right now. Big air, great run. But let's find out if it's enough to take out the top spot. Score to beat a 9.130 Monster Mutt. And the score for Son of a Digger is 8.887. Fan scoring at 9.025, higher than the expert score of 8.750. That average score, not enough to get him to the top. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, has still been hanging on. Coming up on the board, the super glue glued to the action replay. Just launched it. He launched it. Was flying through the sky. Of course, hit that fantastic Morgan & Morgan backflip run. Typically, he tries to throw it into a moonwalk, but was unable to pull off that maneuver. But still, finish the time. Here it is. Morgan & Morgan backflip, throwing it backwards after some great hang time. Now here, when he brings it, he usually bounces forward. He tried and just lost it. He was ready to throw it into the moonwalk. So Monster Mutt has been hanging on a 9.130. But take a look at the video board as we hear from our next competitor. So see what's happening right here. Tristan's saying that he was ready to go. I hear him firing up. Okay, here he is. JCB Tigatron. Oh! Oh! What did he just do? Technical move right there, bouncing it off at the 70-second mark. Getting under to 60 seconds. Tristan. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Combination moonwalk. He does do it, holding it steady. Under 30 seconds. Slap Willie. Tristan pulling out all the stops. Bryce couldn't even able to hang on to this thing. He was the first competitor. Tristan getting to the 10-second mark. One second remaining on the clock.
Can you dig it? Yes, he can! Tristan England, JCB Digatron. JudgesZone.com. Glendale is open 20 seconds.
Can you dig it? Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Hitting everything during that freestyle run. Tell you to lock in those scores. Is it enough? Bryce Kenny has been hanging on, your first competitor. Score to beat a 9.130. And the score for JCB Digatron is... He's able to do it. 9.246. You got a new leader. Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He's the driver to beat moving forward. But coming up next, this driver has been locked in this competition. I'm excited to see him right now, and you should be too. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Seeing a cyclone out here, that donut run. He's spinning, he's spinning, he's spinning. Seconds on the clock. I believe he's going to go to the opposite end to try to pull off a Morgan and Morgan backflip, but right as I say it, smoke. Clock is paused, 22 seconds. You start seeing that smoke coming there from Excalibur. Our UNOH safety official seeing if he can refire, trying to talk to him. Is he able to refire? Giving him the go-ahead. Mike hanging on. You see his crew chief in the back watching as well, telling him to refire. The communication between these drivers, crew chiefs, everything's just so impressive. He refires. He lights up, visors down, let's go! Morgan to Morgan, backflip. Oh, he faked me out. Give it to him, Mike. Four seconds on the clock. Enough time to pull off one maneuver. Can he go for it? No, he does not. Scoring is open. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores for Mike Pagliarulo Excalibur. He hops out. Just battling it out with that Monster Jam truck at 22 seconds. He was shut off, or excuse me, the truck stopped. He was able to refire. Hits the Morgan to Morgan backflip. Score to beat 9.246. And the score for Mike Pagliarulo Excalibur is 8.633, a solid score for the young man. It looks like they're going to have to hook him to get off out here as the JCB Dirt Squad comes out. Mike Pagliarulo in fifth. Tristan England hanging on.
State Farm Stadium, it is time to spin the wheel of cams. We're going to put that on the big video board, spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, you all must do. So here we go. Let's spin that wheel. God, I'm really in the mood to dance cam. Here we go. Monster Jam fans, get up on your feet. I want to see those moves. Let me see you shake it, Glendale. There it is. I love those moves. Thank you for dancing with us and for getting down. Now let's get back to some Monster Jam action.
Well, Glendale, very special guest joining us here today. In the history of Monster Jam, there's only been one ever lady Gravedigger driver. There's only been one ever lady series champion, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Okay, Glendale, I'm going to need your help because we got to bring out this next driver, and it's my big brother, Adam Anderson, the driver of Gravedigger. So on the count of three, I want you guys to say, hit that bell. 1, 2, 3, hit that bell.
Slap Willie holding it steady, just riding that across the dirt at the 60-second mark. Great technical move there from Adam. Another one. Slap wheelie, holding it steady. Two great moves right there. And now he says, let's get some air. Let's fly. Oh, coming in sideways. Can he put it down? Yes, he can. 40 seconds on the clock for Adam Anderson. Trying to get his first freestyle competition victory. 30 seconds. Oh, can he bring it down? Yes, he can. Oh, go forward. Breakage occurs. 14 seconds on the clock. Scoring is open. Lock in those scores for Adam Anderson. Gravedigger looking for his first freestyle victory of the season. He took both BKT overall event wins last week in Tampa, but did not do it with the freestyle win. We just see a classic run there from Adam, what he's been known for over his 20 years career. Finishes with 14 seconds left on the clock. The way that played out last week with their expert scoring, leaving time on the clock, did affect their run. Does that happen once again? Score to beat 9.246. And the score for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, is 8.805. So currently fifth in this competition. Tristan England, JCB Digatron hanging on.
So much action on the track, and looking on was Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. And we saw you, of course, always going wild for your big brother. What was this moment look like? Because, of course, Kristen Anderson goes ahead and welcomes him to the track, and then you're back here competing against him.
Yeah, no doubt, man. If anybody's going to beat me, I want to be my big brother for sure. I love watching him go wild. That was Gravedigger style right there, man. That's exactly what he came here to do. We're not worried about winning, man. We're worried about making sure you fans get what you paid for. Our dad's been rocking the house for over 40 years. So that's always what we're going to do every time we're here for you guys.
And, of course, you went out there and you were able to give us your entire freestyle run. But your wife did introduce you, and this is the first time that she has been to an event since being your wife. We've got a quick photo to be able to share. What is this moment like to be able to have her here in Glendale, Arizona?
Man, it's super awesome. My sister was here. My wife was here. Cole's wife was here. We're all having a blast together. It was a girls' trip pretty much. The boys were just here to work. But we had an absolute blast. I couldn't be more happier to be pulling to the line to get ready to go for freestyle, what I was born to do. And my wife brought me out, man. It was super awesome. I loved it. Absolutely the best thing ever. And now I'm a married man. Who thought it? I never thought it. Bryce Kinney, freaking Monster Mutt, married me. He's the ordained. It was insane. But, man, my favorite venue in the world, hands down, right here in Glendale, Arizona. You guys don't understand how lucky you are. This place is huge. That's why I bring my family here. That's why I love it, man. You guys rock. You're the reason why we do what we do, man. And we will never stop. The Andersons are far from being over. I got two sons. Adam's got two sons. So we're going to keep coming as long as you guys keep coming. Glendale, let me hear it one time. Who had a good time at Monster Jam tonight?
We still have one competitor remaining, but Tristan England, JCB Digatron, has been able to hold the lead, a 9.246 after Bryce Kinney held it for 9 trucks. He's currently in second with a 9.130, and Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, is currently in third with a 9.098. As I said, we still have one driver remaining, but Glendale, you guys have been so phenomenal. I want to thank y'all for having us out here. I mean, this has so much history. Some of my favorite NFL players have been inside this stadium, and you guys have made it special. So we're going to have one more driver out here, but I just want them to hear at home because they can hear you guys how loud you guys have been all night. On the count of 3, I want you to be as loud as you can. You ready? 1, 2, 3. No. That was pretty good. I said as loud as you can be. Glendale, I want to hear you. 1, 2, 3. Your final truck in Monster Jam Freestyle. A second generation driver. He took a victory last week in his premieres of stadiums, it's Zach Gardner, Wild Side. Zach Gardner, plenty of time on the clock. I think at this, yeah, Morgan to Morgan backflip right here, just under 60 seconds. Oh! Oh, he's still lining it up, 40 seconds. Here he goes.
They took a walk on the wild side. Zach Gardner, wild side. Glendale, you know the deal. You got 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Glendale, that tire just left the chat, man. That thing just kept going. Zach Gardner, wild side. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Huge hang time. That's where the breakage occurred. I don't know if you saw it there on that back left BKT tire. After this is what did it in. He said hum diddly dee. Boom. And this thing took off for a ride on the wild side, man. That shows you these BKT tires are made tough. Get yourself a BKT tire, man. Score to beat, 9.246. The score for Zach Gardner, wild side, is... which means that your winner in the freestyle competition is Tristan England, JCB Digatron. We've had 8 different freestyle winners on the season. He's the first one to get to his second. Tristan England, your overall event leader as well, gets another win, trying to widen the gap. And we have him out on the track, and yes, this time that cowboy hat is on. He's been locked in. Let's talk to him here in just a second. Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Tristan, congratulations on another win here, and you add 12 points towards a potential overall event championship here in Glendale. You took advantage of this entire track, and you gave these fans what they came for. What were you thinking about here in freestyle?
Man, I tell you guys what, that first hit that I did, I always like to start with a slap wheelie and make sure the shocks are perfect. And it was almost done from the get-go. I was dancing on those rear BKT tires. I was having fun, but as soon as I flat landed for the first hit, I knew that my crew guys got the job done this week because it landed like a pillow. Glendale, what'd you think about that freestyle, man? Woo!
Congratulations on adding another win under your belt, but was it enough for an overall event championship? Let's take a look at the video board to find out.
Your overall event leader with 11 in JCB Racing, 12 in skills, 12 in freestyle, an event total of 35 is Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Only one of 5 competitors that have been able to hold this trophy here on Series West. You know, this is absolutely an incredible moment. I see you, of course, already giving it over to Joe. How much is this a team effort to be able to walk away with this trophy?
Man, it really is a team effort. We were together last season. We had an amazing season, came in second, but you can see right now the camaraderie that we do behind the scenes, all the hangouts that we do, all the talks. Man, it pays off. We hung out at Top Golf last night, had an absolute blast with the whole Monster Jam family. But me and this guy were hanging out in the same booth, just trying to beat the high score. It's a good time. Glendale, every time I've seen a Monster Jam event here, you as a crowd have been top notch. You guys give everything that you got to come out here and watch these trucks have fun. And man, this is my first time coming out here. My dad's been out here, the Big Kahuna. He's tore it up on this track, and he's known for freestyle. And I'm absolutely ecstatic that I just got my freestyle win right here in Arizona. You guys know how to get down. Y'all like to party. We like to have fun. JCB is all about being better, and we showed you guys right there. I got Southwest JCB in the house. I got my wife and son on the couch at home watching on YouTube Live. Mom and Dad. Grandma, Grandpa, I love you all. But most importantly, thank you, Glendale, Arizona, and thank you, fans. I'll see you on the next one.
Well, congratulations to Tristan England. JCB Dickett trying to get his second freestyle victory of the season. He also gets another BKT overall event win. David, how you doing, buddy?
I had a great event, Ray. I was out there in the stands. The fans, you know what I could really feel here in Glendale? Bryce Kenny mentioned it earlier. It's that Monster Jamily. You could see it here with our drivers, but it was something that, I mean, honestly, I'm here with everybody. I could feel it. Glendale, you were excellent tonight.
I literally was going to say the same thing, man. My Monster fan Jamily. The first time I've heard it. But you know what, guys? We had so much fun. Thank you so much for making this part of your weekend. Please be safe on your way home. On your way out, stop by the merch stands. Pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master. For my Monster Jam Jamily, there you go. We got David in the house. That's my co-host, Lindsay Noble. I am Ray Viadiao. And that was Monster Jam. We'll see you next time, y'all.